In last week's Submarine, Superb went back to the deep ocean. The torpedoes have been loaded, and Super B now faces her final hurdle on the long way back into active service. She's going to war.
Right, gentlemen, this morning's evolution.
It is a war, but a pretend war.
OPEX AD4, 5-minute countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Emergency stations, shut.
After slipping from her berth, HMS Superb disappears. This is her role, the reason for the long refit. Her electronics are her eyes and ears, but there are eyes and ears watching her. CSST are back, and for the next few days, every move that Super B makes will be analysed and assessed.
Collision has occurred.
It's the captain's responsibility to train up his own ship's company. But he can't do that by himself. So I run an organisation called CSST, which stands for Captain Submarine Sea and Shore Training. And we run simulators ashore so that the ship's company can be trained up before they go to sea. And we also have teams that go to sea to train the ship's company when they're out at sea. And when a submarine has been away from the front line for a while, Superb has come out of refit, her ship's company needs quite a bit of training to get her ready to go into the front line once again.
Okay, we've got an electrical failure. We've lost VHF. Can you call up the SS Squirrel Morley and find out if she's suffered any damage?
The commander, John Humphreys, may be surrounded by ultra-modern detection and weapons systems, and the crew who operate them, but the buck stops at the skipper.
We don't wander around with responsibility written in reverse in big capital letters on our forehead so we see it in the mirror every morning. It's our job. We're professionals.
DCHQ. It's 276 and shut and no risk of fire.
No, I want the bulkhead sorted out. I want Davy finished with the trim system and I can give it back to ship control. I'm not getting enough information here.
I'm just reminded of the AA's advert, the 4th emergency service. Well, I'm the 1st, so they're the 5th now.
Emergency stations. Hydraulic first.
This is life at the front line.
Hand controls, operate watertight doors in hand control.
We exist in a system which is designed to foster the ability to go and do any of our operational roles. It isn't mindlessness. We're not some sort of unthinking puppet with our collective finger poised over the button. We're much more intelligent than that.
As well as fighting the enemy, the boat must be able to cope with any damage inflicted on them.
Fire in the WSC.
A fire in the WSC, the weapons storage compartment, could be catastrophic.
DCHQ attack party leader. And attack B have been beaten back. There's a lot of smoke in the WSC. The smoke boundary is WSC hatch. WSC is evacuated. Initiate WSC spray.
Electrical failure. All compartments carry out the electrical audit alpha and report to DCHQ.
The wardroom becomes the damage control headquarters. Information and incidents are coming in thick and fast.
The bulkhead order was balancing course for the bulkhead shut down on completion. Go ahead, DC Wheel.
Right, support party, I need hoses here now, come on! Bulkhead.
It's not just the flames that have to be dealt with. Smoke in the claustrophobic corridors of a submarine brings other problems.
Can we let the air get foul, compress it into a group, quarter the system, so we can stow the gas in one, and
we could go on to prolonged use of EBS,
No,
And then,
it's not an option.
no, not an option. No, we can't separate the air out and just put it into one bottle group.
The men from CSST are going to make this as difficult as possible. Men and machine will be tested to their limits.
Over the last few days, they've had problems with their atmosphere. They're having to control their atmosphere. It's not as good as it should be. At the moment, they're having problems with water. They're actually using up water faster than they're making it. They're having problems with their equipment, and so they can't rely on all their sonars, and it's building up into a major management problem for all the officers to control so that the captain can do his job.
We lost the RTU speed inputs yesterday, but we managed to recover that by a bit of judicious swapping and changing of bits and pieces. We've now got a pretty ingenious but nevertheless fragile repair to that. So as I briefed you before, we may actually lose the log.
String.
It is string, sir, literally string.
String.
As briefed, sir, we've got a damaged spearfish. We've sent the signal advising inboard that we've got a problem with the warhead. It is not an explosive hazard, but we've just advised them that we're one spearfish down.
Thank you very much. Well,
OPEX war games are as real as possible, but naturally they have limitations.
Or say like that.
320.
Safety is paramount. Accidental collisions are avoided by strict rules. Anything closer than 1,500 yards to the sub, when dived, means she must surface. In this case, a lone trawler means that Super B must break cover.
Stand by to communicate on VHF number 1.
This one small fishing boat ruins the covert nature of the exercise. But rules are rules and are designed to protect lives.
This is a surface submarine. I've surfaced 1,500 yards ahead of you. I'm heading clear of your position to the south. Are you happy? Over.
Yes, that's very nice. So we've just been a hole here on it.
It's not exactly the start that anyone, especially the skipper, wanted.
Listening 1-4 out. Okay, he's a village bell, sir. He's happy.
It's actually also slightly embarrassing in terms of me being assessed by the trainers, us, the ship's company, being assessed by the trainers. If I'm supposed to be covert, ending up on the surface, talking on VHF to a fisherman and asking him if he's all right and if he's happy and establishing good two-way comms, is not achieving the covert aim.
Only when safe distances have been regained can Superb continue her underwater game of cat and mouse. Already OPEX is proving tougher than everyone expected.
Stop the supply fan. Dive on the planes.
The stakes are high.
6 down. 30 metres back to 18 metres.
The OPEX is the end of their training period, and what we do during OPEX is assess her to see how good she is to go back into the front line. So it is the assessment period. It's a final hurdle they have to get over before she gets into the front line and gets some operational tasking. So for a submarine, it's very important.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time now, 10:45 Zulu. Action stations. Action stations.
Run silent, run deep. See but don't be seen. Hear but don't be heard. It's the submarine code that is learned on exercises like these.
There is to be only one person speaking at any one time. That requires discipline of us all. Whether it's ship control, on the periscope or ops. When the periscope is up, everybody else is to be quiet. This has got to be conducted in near silence so we can concentrate. The sequence of events will be as follows. One more target setup. We will then go deep and position ourselves 1,000 yards astern of the target, whereupon we will return to periscope depth, do the last setup and then go underneath. End of brief. Carry on.
Above them, HMS Coventry, for the benefit of this exercise, becomes the enemy. The surface ships in this game are officered and crewed by people with similar expertise. Their goals are just different.
Now the propellers are still ahead of the sonar.
Superb gets the first free
Not
kick
underneath him yet.
by placing herself
Here we go, here's the
undetected
shadow.
under the bows of the anti-submarine
shadow
warfare
coming in.
frigate above them.
Coming left, underneath. Ooh, isn't this exciting? Might watch your paint dry, isn't it?
Despite the commander's asides, this is pushing everything and everyone to the limit.
Steer 351.
It's the way a real incident would take place, with the attendant danger.
There you go, there you go. There's a stabiliser. He is going.
After 73, 1 loud to loud. Still moving
Right,
right.
we haven't got long. Come down 2 revs. We'll let him. Yeah, there's the bow. Look, there's the shape of the bow.
After 73, decreasing in
And we were getting all excited, and you were thinking, what the hell was that all about? On an operational basis, what you're trying to do is get under there, and he's not supposed to know you're there. So you're looking at his underside, because you can get very, very, well, you can get totally unique intelligence from that.
But it can be a pretty tricky.
Oh yeah. It's great fun though. Great fun. I mean, it's 4,000 tons of ship above you, and you're 4,000 tons. You've got a nuclear reactor on board, and he's full of armaments.
There is no room for error.
3 down, keep 45 metres.
Before we put the final signal together, I want to go round all of you for your final assessments, please. Starting with...
Okay, so at the end of OPEX and the end of training, I believe that the ETS department, having taken on board all the lessons learned, have been assessed as satisfactory.
Marine Engineering Department overall VSAT.
After 3 days, it's time for the final assessment from CSST. Satisfactory is an Admiralty way of saying you've passed. Time to tell the crew.
Warfare and in the control rooms are satisfactory.
Every crewman is nervous, none more so than the skipper. He feels his mistake when he got close enough to the trawler that by the rules he had to surface may have let his crew down.
I've got a signal here which I'll be sending to your captain. It reads, from CSST to HMS Superb. Throughout the BOST, you have received strong direction from the top, particularly when facing demanding situations. You are slowly adopting and should continue to develop a similar attitude at all levels of what is a capable management team. You will then become a more effective fighting unit. Your aim should be to drive events rather than being driven by them. Overall, you have achieved a satisfactory level of performance. Well done, gentlemen, and good luck on your certification. Thank you.
Just coming up.
Hiding his relief, for once even the commander is lost for words.
Well done. I've just written a letter to my mum, and it starts with the word wow, exclamation mark. That was one of the most difficult things I've ever done. I've been on the other side as a trainer, and I've been on board a submarine during OPEX before, but for me it was hard work.
The final test has been passed, and HMS Superb is now on the list for active service. The Sea Riders are satisfied with the skippers, the crews and the boat's performance. Commander Humphreys is rightly proud of his boat and his men. HMS Superb is living up to her name.
I know that when I leave in early May, this boat is capable of doing anything. Properly supported, properly planned, set up, with the right level of information given to the right people on board, this boat can do anything it's called upon from now on. Superb's reputation is in place, and the last building block has been this 12 weeks.
The blue waters of the Mediterranean, and Super B is on her way home. It takes a very large, expensive submarine to achieve just a percentage of what the Dolphin can do. They provide the crest of the submarine service, have a natural affinity with the waves and beneath. Effortlessly, they command the element that we humans still fear at times, but submariners like the Dolphins are a special breed.
It's about the family of the submarine service. We look after our people.
We spend a lot of time and effort training them, getting them qualified. We operate in a system which promotes the right level of professional excellence and at the same time the right level of being able to go ashore as a bunch of mates and have a good time.
Unlike the dolphin, submariners, it seems, are far from graceful in the water.
Oh, I missed that one!
We've been away now for 2 and a bit months of 3, and through all the trials and tribulations of programme change and all the rest of it, there is a backup service trying to keep our friends and families informed about what's going on. It's looking after the people that to me is the most important thing, and it's the most satisfying part of my job.
The crew are coming to the end of their time at sea and are thinking of home. Commander Humphrey's thoughts are on his future.
The other day I stood outside my cabin and looked the length and breadth of the control room and suddenly thought to myself, this is a very small machine in a very big ocean. Yeah, there's a danger, but I feel it. Everybody does. There's a thing called the coffin dream that happens to some submariners. Some people have to go through the phase. You're lying in your bunk, which you've seen is small. Your only real privacy is when you're unconscious in it, curtained shut, cocooned in your duvet. And for me, it's the dream is you stick your hand out and it goes through the pressure hull, and the outside bit freezes because the water's so cold, and you can't escape.
You can train for most things, but knowing when to let go is sometimes the most difficult lesson of them all.
Some of the operations we do involve an element of risk, which by our professionalism is controlled and defined. So whether I'm manoeuvring the submarine in close underneath a ship, whether I'm manoeuvring the submarine to get into a firing position on a potentially hostile submarine, sneaking up to someone's beach, or working with special forces, there's an element there of intense satisfaction. Yeah, and I love it. I'm getting to the end of my time, and I'm starting to lose the edge. It's time for me to move on.
HMS Superb's story began in the shadow of the 4th rail bridge at Rothscythe, with the frantic preparations to get the boat ready. There were tearful farewells, and then a whole series of firsts. First voyage. First dive. First firing, and first war simulation. Now, some 12 months after first putting to sea, the long journey back from the Mediterranean gives ample opportunity for contemplation. Safely back at her base in Faslane, it's time now for Commander Humphreys to say goodbye to the officers of his command for the last time. In a service that, by its very nature, means that goodbyes are a way of life, this one is different. At a party given in his honour, there is the kind of stiff upper lip emotion we have come to expect from members of the senior service.
Pay attention at the back. I've been looking forward to this chance to speak because it's my last chance to say how much I have enjoyed serving with you all. Welling music, emotion, okay? It's my last chance and it's the last time I'll say it, so it's the last time you get it, right? Can I say thank you to you all for your support, for your friendship, for putting up with my mood swings, and I do reluctantly admit that I am not always But I am not always the light and soul of the party. I've borrowed a quotation to describe each of the officers on board out of the Royal Naval Submarine Museum diary, which I have, of course, read from cover to cover. Because I am that keen. This is an easy one. This is about XO, the XO Ian. It's a quotation. It comes from a book. Everybody should believe in something. I believe I'll have another drink.
Pretty accurate.
Deputy Weo, he's the one in the blue shirt. And ladies and gentlemen, he is in love. And the saying is, without Kate, wait for it, without Kate, life is a journey through a desert.
Oh. My credibility is shot.
This is the emotional bit. This is the end of my time in command. Hurrah! And the end, for me, of an era. I am now too old to go to sea. I should be sad, it says here, but actually I believe there's a time to go, and when that time comes, you're a fool if you don't. I was rather hoping that the new captain would be here, David Pollock. I trained him. I therefore commend him to you. He's younger, brighter, clean-shaven, and it is much less appropriate that you call him father. I wish you all, and I mean all of you, boys, girls, and children, the very, very best for the future, and I would ask you to look after the new captain as you've looked after me. Preferably better. Thank you. Okay. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Watch out for the mundungus.
I don't need to be here. And that's certain je ne sais quoi. You know, the medal-winning bit, you know. But no, so I'm superfluous, extra to requirements. I'll end up getting very fat and very pale, and very bored and probably bad-tempered. And it would be better if I wasn't here.
HMS Superb, help!
Thank you very much, fellas. Look after the new guy for me, all right? And he'll look after you. I'm going for a bit of a spin, okay?
I'm sad that it's come to an end, but I've done my job. Ticking the box, I'll go do something else now.
Super B has a new skipper, and there are new loyalties to be forged. It's been a year the crew and their old commander will and can never forget. Coxswain Paul Kennel is leaving the service after 24 years in submarines. Phil Doc McGonigal now works in a Plymouth hospital. Reggie Perrin has been promoted to Chief Petty Officer, and Commander Humphreys is now a sea rider.
Pretty simple. No, that's all right. Once you've driven the submarine, everything else pales into significance.